Hi everyone, today we cleaning the dryer vent. So what's mean the dryer vent cleaning service? First of all, what's mean the dryer? Dryer purpose to dry the clothes in people's houses. Usually dryer has the highest rating of fires happening in United States. And that is obvious reason for that. Because we have a direct flame inside of a dryer. So here is we have a gas valve. And as you can see, like for example, if we will turn on the dryer, one second, just look at this valve. After a couple minutes of riding, will become a flame. You see the sensor? The flame goes on. And now we will have a direct flame burning all the lint and anything inside, supplying the heat inside of a dryer, and then with the help of a dryer vent exhausting these gases outside. You see that brownish lint on top of it? That's mean microfires was happening inside of this dryer a lot of times already, but it has been never cleaned properly, and every time you drying with the lint around the dryer, you only risk on catch the fire. So this is basically just a short intro inside of a dryer. So there is the gas flame. Now if we open the dryer, we will see the vent. It's located usually on the back of a dryer. It's right there. So from here we have this flame sucked inside and drying all the clothes inside and removed through the lint filter section area. Lint filter has to be cleaned every time before you load in the clothes inside. If you can see there, I think you can see how much lint is accumulated inside. Just move a little bit further. You see how much lint is underneath there. So basically all of this lint eventually will happen to be right here, because this is already after the filter section area, and it's gonna be flying through that vent inside here somewhere. So this is about the dryer itself. Now we're talking about the dryer vent. Dryer vent, this is a connection between actual dryer and the exhaust outside. The combustion process, when it's going on, usually we burning the gas and carbon monoxide will be thrown out from the dryer to the outside of a building. That's very important. First of all, the dryer vent will be connected to the exterior exhaust and will be escaping outside. This dryer vent is pretty short, and we actually don't see the dryer vent here. We can see only the transition duct. Transition duct by the code can be up to 8 feet and can be done with this type of flexible material, because dryer duct has to be metal with a 4-inch radius and thrown to the outside of all the gases and the lint from the people's houses. What signs of wrong connection or anything wrong with the dryer we can see when we're inspecting the dryer vents? First of all, inside. If you see the lint accumulation behind the dryer, for example, you see all of those lint? That means the dryer vent was blocked for a certain period of time, or we had a leak somewhere in the connection of the dryer. Either or. So it has to be checked during inspection. The transition duct connected properly to the dryer duct, and transition duct connected properly to the dryer vent from the dryer itself. So from now on, we can just keep the dryer running, and we're gonna go outside to check how the exhaust looking, if it has enough airflow coming out from the dryer. I'm pretty sure it should be fine, because it's very short. It's only 8 feet of the length of a dryer, but still we have to inspect the exterior exhaust condition of a dryer vent. So let's go outside. Turn it on, let's go. This device called anemometer, and usually it helping us to measure the airflow. Usually we will measure the airflow in feet per minute sense, and it's also showing us the temperature. So let's go here. So this is the exterior exhaust of a dryer. That's approximately how it looked. We can see it doesn't have any bird cage on top of it, but the condition general is okay. So we can see some lint already hanging out from here, and if we will remove the floppers from here, we will see the actual condition of the vent. much lint is inside there. That's already reduced a lot. And if you put the phone here, just come close. You see how black it is? Approximately 50% of the vent is blocked for now. So that's what the reason why we're seeing so much of lint backdrafted inside, because instead of 4-inch, let's see, like 4-inch exhaust of a duct, then we laying out the wet lint outside of a dryer vent. It's stuck to the walls and reducing the size and as well efficiency of a dryer. When we having the size of a hole close to 50%, for example, that means only 50% of the lint and gases will be exhausted. The rest will be backdrafted inside of the machine or the laundry room or wherever your dryer vent location itself. And that would be the first sign when you're having the risk of having the fire inside, because that lint will be flying next to the heat exchanger. Now we'll clean this dryer obviously, and we'll clean the inside of a dryer machine, and we'll see what else can be done in this case. So also what we can do now, the airflow is pretty well, but we will see how much improvement actually we can get with this airflow meter. So it's a lot. It's at 1200, right? 1200 feet per minute right now. We'll see how much airflow we will have once the cleaning process is completed. Okay.
It's better to take picture before.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll do. And we'll need to call him to ask him if he wants to clean the dryer itself as well, because we see how much lint is in it. Okay, so this is what the picture before. Important tool. This is a tool to connect the vent to the vent and start cleaning. Usually using our brushes. This goes like that. Here is a vacuum. Here is a pressure and drive that. Так, Гена, ключка, ключка. better a little bit? Good. We hooked up the vacuum up there, we clean it from the inside. Sometimes it's not accessible. This could be stackable unit, the location can be 2 feet, and you cannot get it from the inside. It's a possibility that you can clean the dryer from the outside as well. So we hooked up the machine there. If not, you could use the dryer itself, turn it on, and go to the outside. In this case, the machine is hooked up at the moment, and we're gonna keep brushing from this side as well. You remember the condition how it was looked inside. So now with the vacuum from that side. Good. That's it. Project completed. No more tons of lint inside. You just seen that we cleaned all the lint which is possible from the inside and from the outside. And we remember that it was 1200 feet per minute speed. So let's see how much improvement we got after the cleaning. Yeah, 1417, right? So let's count this. Plus 215, right? Plus 215 divided by 6, it was 15. So it's around 15% improvement, right? 15% improvement of efficiency of a dryer cycles, but also 15% less gases, and the lint will be exhausted and not backdrafted inside of your machine. So please clean your dryer, and it's gonna help you and your families to use your dryer safer.